In this question, a proton and an alpha particle are projected with velocity v naught, which is equal to under root k square by ml, where k is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught h. When they are far away from each other, as on the figure, the distance between their initial velocity is equal to L. So distance between their line of velocities is equal to L. Find their closest approach distance. Mass of proton is m, charge is plus e. Mass of alpha particle, this alpha particle has mass 4m and charge plus 2e. So this is a very standard type of question, but the problem is both particles are moving and they are not moving along the same common line. They are moving along the two different lines. Here we are given that both having the same initial velocity, initial speed v naught. So initial the distance is large, they are at infinite separation. तो इनके बीच में जो gap है initially, that gap is very large. So when it is moving along this line, then after some movement there will be electrostatic repulsion. They will start repelling each other along the line joining the two. तो दोनों को ज्वाइन करने वाले लाइन के अलॉन्ग उनके बेस में इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक रिपल्शन कूलम्ब फोर्स यहाँ पर लगेगा. आई एम नॉट टेकिंग एनी अदर फोर्स, ग्रेविटी एंड ऑल, क्योंकि उनके बारे में कुछ यहाँ पे बोला भी नहीं गया है. इट इज़ नॉट मैंशनड अबाउट ग्रेविटी. और जनरली इस तरीके की सिचुएशन में जब तक कम्प्लीटली वी आर नॉट क्लियर कि ग्रेविटी है या नहीं, तो वी विल नेगलेक्ट ग्रेविटी और वी कैन अज्यूम बोथ आर मूविंग ऑन ए फ्रिक्शनलेस सरफेस, फ्रिक्शनलेस हॉरिजॉन्टल सरफेस. तो जैसे जैसे ये मूव करेंगे इनके बीच में जो रिपल्सिव फोर्स है, वो रिपल्सिव फोर्स ऑब्वियसली अभी यहाँ पर इनकी जो वेलोसिटीज़ है, अगर मैं इस लाइन को ज्वाइन करता हूँ तो वेलोसिटीज़ के कंपोनेंट्स इस लाइन के अलॉन्ग आएंगे यहाँ पे. तो अगर मैं इस लाइन को ज्वाइन करूँ तो देर इज़ वेलोसिटी ऑफ अप्रोच हियर. दिस वी नॉट हैज़ कंपोनेंट अलॉन्ग दिस लाइन and this v naught has also component along this line. This has component like this and this has component like this. So obviously the distance between the two will decrease with time. दोनों के बीच में जो गैप है वो टाइम के साथ साथ यहाँ पे डिक्रीज करेगा, क्योंकि there is velocity of approach here. दोनों एक दूसरे को अप्रोच कर रहे हैं और इनके बीच में जो फोर्स लग रहा है, that force is like this. This is electrostatic repulsive force. Both are positive charges. So this is electrostatic repulsive force and this is the same magnitude electrostatic repulsive force. Net force on this system is always zero. So net force on the system of two is zero. So one thing is we can apply conservation of linear momentum. This is applicable here. There is no non-conservative force, only electrostatic force is there. So we can apply conservation of energy also. So we can apply conservation of energy, but conservation of linear momentum, frankly, we cannot apply very easily because velocities will change their direction. So this is applicable but not very useful in this situation. So conservation of linear momentum, I am not going to apply this in this situation. We will see why I am not applying the conservation of linear momentum. Conservation of energy we can apply with some precaution in writing the expressions of conservation of energy. Writing this expression needs some kind of consideration, because this expression is also not easy to write in this particular question. So it is moving like this. Initially it is moving like this. Initially it is moving like this due to this repulsive force. How they are going to move, I am drawing another diagram. तो एक अप्रोक्सीमेट ट्रेजेक्टरी में यहाँ पे इसके ड्रॉ कर रहा हूँ. तो दिस इज अल्फा पार्टिकल. इनिशियली इट वॉज गोइंग लाइक दिस. दिस इज प्रोटॉन. इनिशियली इट इज गोइंग लाइक दिस along this line, and due to the repulsive forces it will slightly go away like this. Due to repulsive forces it will go away like this, and there will be one instant at which, let's say, it is moving like this. If you draw the tangent on this trajectory, this will give the direction of velocity, and suppose at that particular instant it is moving like this, and for closest approach distance, at this instant these velocities are perpendicular to this line. So this instant will be the closest approach moment at which the distance between the two will be minimum. So initially distance continuously decreases between the two because of this approach kind of velocities, and at this particular instant there is no velocity along the line joining the two, so velocity is perpendicular to the line joining the two. And after that instant velocity will be such that the component along the line joining will be away, so that will be velocity of separation, so separation will increase then. So this distance r will be the minimum distance. At this particular instant velocities are perpendicular to this line. We can see these electrostatic forces, this electrostatic force is always along the line joining the two particles, and it is of repulsive nature. This electrostatic force will directly decrease these velocities, and these velocities will become zero at some particular instant, and this is that instant at which we will find the minimum distance. So it is the minimum distance moment. Suppose this velocity is v1 and this velocity is v2. So again we have two variables, v1 and v2. So in this diagram I am showing three variables, v1, v2 and r. v1, v2 and r. One equation can be conservation of linear momentum, one equation can be conservation of energy. In conservation of energy we can easily write half m1 v1 square kinetic energy, half m v2 square kinetic energy, like that. But can these two equations be sufficient? Conservation of linear momentum. In conservation of linear momentum there will be a problem of direction. Suppose this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So initially the linear momentum is along the x-axis, but at this particular instant it has x component and y component also, and for that we need angle also. So this angle will again trouble us in this particular situation. So conservation of linear momentum is not a very good option. I am applying conservation of angular momentum also in this particular situation, and this will greatly reduce our problem. कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एंगुलर मोमेंटम, बट अबाउट व्हाट पॉइंट, किस पॉइंट के अबाउट हम कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एंगुलर मोमेंटम यहाँ पर अप्लाई करें? तो कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एंगुलर मोमेंटम उस पॉइंट के अबाउट अप्लाई करते हैं इस पॉइंट के अबाउट टॉर्क इज जीरो। तो वो टॉर्क जीरो वाला पॉइंट, जनरली इस तरीके के इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स प्रॉब्लम में एक चार्ज अगर फिक्स होता है तब ये इक्वेशन अप्लाई करना ईजी होता है, लेकिन इन दिस पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन बोथ द चार्जेस आर मूविंग। तो मैं कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एंगुलर मोमेंटम यहाँ पर अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ किसी एक चार्ज के रेस्पेक्ट में, एक चार्ज को रेस्ट पे रखते हुए मैं यहाँ पे कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एंगुलर मोमेंटम अप्लाई करूँगा। तो सपोज़ मैं प्रोटॉन के रेस्पेक्ट में, प्रोटॉन को मैं रेस्ट पे रख रहा हूँ, प्रोटॉन के रेस्पेक्ट में मैं यहाँ पर इसको अप्लाई करता हूँ। प्रोटॉन लेकिन खुद एक्सेलरेटेड भी है, प्रोटॉन इज़ एक्सेलरेटेड, और इसका जो भी एक्सेलरेशन है, अगर आप इसका एक्सेलरेशन देखोगे तो दिस इज़ द इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स ऑन दिस एंड दिस इज़ द डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन। तो अगर मैं एक्सेलरेशन, इसका अगर एक्सेलरेशन है इस डायरेक्शन में किसी भी मोमेंट पर अलॉन्ग द लाइन ज्वाइनिंग द टू, तो इन दैट केस आई हैव टू अप्लाई सूडो फोर्स, और अगर उस सूडो फोर्स का कोई सूडो टॉर्क है तो वो सूडो टॉर्क भी मुझे इंक्लूड करना पड़ेगा। और अगर सूडो टॉर्क इंक्लूड करते हुए नेट टॉर्क अगर ज़ीरो है, इफ़ नेट टॉर्क इज़ ज़ीरो अब including pseudo torque also, then we can apply conservation of angular momentum. So if this is the acceleration of proton, then pseudo force for this acceleration will be along this line only. तो जो pseudo force लगेगा वो pseudo force भी इसी लाइन के along यहाँ पर रहेगा। तो जो भी forces हैं, pseudo forces, electrostatic forces, all the forces will pass through, उनकी जो line of action है वो इस proton से pass होगी हर एक moment पे। तो if that line of action passes through proton at all the moments, then I can apply conservation of angular momentum about this proton. So conservation of angular momentum about any one of the particles, so I am applying about proton. So conservation of angular momentum about proton. तो proton के about I am going to apply conservation of angular momentum. तो initially proton के respect में जो इसकी velocity होगी, तो v नॉट बोथ आर इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन, तो अल्फा पार्टिकल की जो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी है वो 2v0 हो जाएगी टुवर्ड्स राइट, और यहाँ से परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस, परपेंडिकुलर on this line of motion will be perpendicular distance will be L. So L initial is equal to L final. So what is L initial here? L initial will be mass of alpha particle is 4m, mv, v की जगह पे 2v0 and distance is L. Finally, at this particular situation, about proton, it has velocity v1 plus v2. So it is v1 plus v2 and I am taking v1 plus v2 as v. So this is 4m v and minimum distance, I am denoting minimum distance by r, so 4m and 4m cancelled. V into r is 2v0 L. This is one of the equation. Equation number 1, where v is equal to v1 plus v2 here. V is v1 plus v2. Now I am avoiding for the time being conservation of linear momentum. I am taking conservation of energy. In conservation of energy also we have problem of like this, v is equal to v1 plus v2. When I am writing conservation of energy, initial energy will be only kinetic energy, potential energy will be 0, potential energy, electrostatic potential energy, because distance is infinite. So initial potential energy is 0 and this is some half into its mass of alpha particle into v0 square. This is half mass into mass of proton into v0 square, and no problem in writing this. But if I'm writing kinetic energy at this particular instant, then this will be half mass of alpha particle into v1 square, half mass of proton into v2 square. So we will have three variables, v1, v2 and r. So this is one of the equation. And second equation from conservation of energy, I am avoiding conservation of linear momentum, so it is like unsolvable. So I am writing conservation of energy in some different manner such that we can avoid three variables. How? At any time kinetic energy का जो एक्सप्रेशन है, एक तो सिंपली आप दोनों के स्पीड्स अगर आपको पता है तो आप हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर करके लिख सकते हो. यू कैन राइट हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर इफ यू नो द स्पीड्स. Kinetic energy can also be written as, for two particle system, half mu v relative square plus half total mass of the system into velocity of center of mass square. Since net force on the system is always 0, that means acceleration of center of mass is 0 and velocity of center of mass is constant, always constant. So center of mass की velocity यहाँ पे constant है, तो मैं kinetic energy जब initially लिखूंगा और kinetic energy जब मैं finally इस moment के लिए लिखूंगा, तो at that particular at each and every instant this term is always same, half m vcm square. Total mass is same, vcm is same at each and every instant, so this term is always constant. So this component of kinetic energy is always constant. So let us write conservation of energy expression. So u initial plus k initial, this is equal to u final plus k final. U initial is 0, k initial, simply you can write half this, you can write simply half and mu is reduced mass here, mu is reduced mass m into 4m divided by m plus 4m. So it is 4m by 5, half 4m by 5, half mu v relative. Initially v relative is 2v0, it is 2v0 square. So this is initial relative velocity square. If you write this term, then this term will be on the LHS and this term will be on the RHS and it will be cancelled. So I am not writing this term. This is u final. What is u final? K q1 q2, q1 2e into e divided by r plus half 4m by 5, half mu v relative. What is v relative here? So luckily v relative is v1 plus v2, and v1 plus v2 we can easily write v. v1 plus v2 is a single variable, so v1 plus v2, v relative is v, so this is simply v square. Now you can see we have just two variables, v and r, where v is v1 plus v2. So now the problem is solved. We can just solve this further. और उसके बाद में जहाँ पर भी इसमें ये जो v है, for this v we can write 2v0 L by R. So this v can be replaced by this v is equal to, from equation number 1 we can write 2v0 L divided by R. So this is v. So this equation will have one variable only, R, and in place of v0 we can replace this v0. We can write, because here it is v0 square and here after squaring it is v0 square. So for v0 square we can replace it with k square divided by ml. So replace v0 square by k square by ml and we will get a very simple equation, simple quadratic equation in fact. So simple equation, quadratic equation, we can write it as, after simplification, it is 4r square minus 5rl minus 4l square. This is 0, and you can use the formula of solution of quadratic equation, minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac, and after applying that you can easily get the answer 5 plus under root 89 divided by 8 into L. So this is the answer for the minimum separation. The only key in this problem is writing conservation of energy efficiently. Conservation of energy में जो काइनेटिक एनर्जी का टर्म है, उस काइनेटिक एनर्जी के टर्म को अगर इस तरीके से लिखा जाए तो जो अननेसेसरी वेरिएबल्स दिख रहे हैं उस वेरिएबल से वी कैन से आवरसेल्व्स. एंड कंजर्वेशन ऑफ लिनियर मोमेंटम इज एप्लीकेबल बट it is not looking very useful to me in this question. I am not using this. In fact, I am using conservation of linear momentum in some other sense. F net is 0, Vcm is constant. I am using that. So this problem is solved.